Welcome to Hamilton County TV. We're on the road here today, as we do each year with Jennifer Farley here in beautiful Atlanta, Indiana. You got beautiful weather here, Jennifer. And this time of year, it's new Earth Festival time, right?
Yeah, it is, and we are gearing up for the weekend and hoping and praying for good weather because that is a lot to the festival, you know.
Oh, absolutely. But I think you're going to have some pretty good weather. Now, weathermen have been wrong, though. But yeah, it does look like great weather.
Yes.
Well, let's talk a little bit about it. This is an extra special year. You know, I was asking you off the air, we were talking about the 50th year of the festival up here, and I said that you're not even 50, so this is kind of a hard time. And you were here for the first one, so.
No. I was actually here in 1976, actually for the first one that I attended. And there was, at that time, there was probably only maybe 6-8 vendors on Main Street. So it has grown tremendously, you know, down through the years. And so this year we are celebrating our 50th anniversary, and we are very excited. And we couldn't decide what we wanted to do, but we wanted to celebrate it. So we are having a Saturday evening concert from 7 to 9, and then after the concert we are doing fireworks. So
wow,
yeah,
fireworks.
Excited, yes, very excited about that. So that's why the weather is very important this year.
Oh, absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. Well, listen, you know, we got some guests here and some people that are a very important part of this festival. Why don't we go ahead and introduce them, and we'll talk about it.
Okay, first of all, we'd like to introduce Lisa Holland, and she is actually from Stepping Stones Behavioral Services. They are our 50th anniversary sponsor, so let Lisa kind of talk about Stepping Stones and what it means. Since they have been in our community, they have really helped with, they've got 2 or 3 different properties here in town that they've cleaned up, they're working with and they got a lot going on, so we'll let Lisa talk about that.
So my name is Lisa Holland. I am the Indiana State Director for Stepping Stones, and we actually have 10 clinics across the state of Indiana. We go Elwood in Atlanta up north, all the way then down through Indy and Franklin. So we service kids with autism. We do what's called applied behavior analysis, and that is just a service that focuses on socially significant behaviors for them to make sure that their lives can be as beneficial to them and their families as they can be. And we additionally do diagnosing, so we can look at an autism diagnosis. You know, it can start as young as age 1, but we can also go all the way up till young adulthood for that diagnosing. And we service kids of all ages, and like Jennifer mentioned, we are in the town of Atlanta, and we are so excited to be the 50th sponsor. And we thank you guys for inviting us. So we do have a clinic, an ABA clinic, and then we recently just opened our early childhood center. So that services kids as soon as they're diagnosed up to the age of 4, and then they can help either transition into preschool or continue on to our other clinic that's just right down on Highway 19.
The other thing, I guess, the question I have, it's great that you're going to sponsor this and get this word out, but tell us a little bit about where you're located and how they get a hold of you, how people can get a hold of you.
So we have our clinic on Highway 19, and then again we have our clinic that's at 240 North Walnut, and then we also have other properties that we are opening up here in Atlanta. Those are going to be for young adults. It's going to provide them working opportunities and opportunities to learn employment or vocational skills into, you know, this kind of after they're out of school kind of age. And then, so we have our clinics in Elwood, Atlanta, and then down to Franklin, like I had said, through Indy. So they can call for enrollment or just to ask questions. We have an enrollment specialist. Her name's Kayla Bartels. And she can get all the questions answered that are needed. And you can call 317-918-2689 and just follow the prompts to get through client enrollment.
Well, that sounds great, and I know that Jennifer and the group up here in Atlanta is very appreciative about you guys being doing this for them. And 50 years, I mean, you know, that's a great milestone.
Yes, it is.
So let's talk a little bit about the festival.
Okay, so our community is about 750 people, very small, but on the weekend of the festival, it's estimated between 80,000 and 100,000 people walk through our town. And so it is full of anything and everything that you could possibly think of. Main Street is reserved for all handmade items. Broadway is, you know, there's collectibles, there's antiques, there's vintage boutique clothing, lots and lots of, about anything you want you can find on Broadway Street. And then in Dolly's Park we have, it's leading down to our entertainment area. We have our sponsors leading down that way. We have kids zones free to all the kids that come, always welcome there. Will be a face painter that you will have, there will be a charge for that, but as far as the kids go, we've got the Kiwanis coming in. They do a breakfast on Saturday and Sunday, starting from like 6:30 to 10 both days. We've got all of our food vendors on Main Street. People, our residents in town get involved and they rent out their yards. So it's just full of everything.
As far as, you know, you were talking about in the beginning, back in '76, you had 6 to 7 vendors on Main Street. Now, how many vendors are here? Approximately. Because you really don't know, because there's a lot of private homes now that use their yard and set up. For a person, Jim and I, for years, broadcast from here and had a great time. And Jennifer took care of us very well, feeding us. It was quite of a sight to see, and it's unbelievable. It's very, very family friendly.
It is very friendly. Yeah, and we have just so many people, and just something going on everywhere you turn. There's just something going on, and there's estimated probably about 600 vendors is the estimation. So that's why I say whatever you're looking for, you can find it here. And usually the festival is a time that kind of kicks off everybody's Christmas shopping. So you can see the ladies come in, they bring their carts, their bags, you know, they go back to the car 2 or 3 different times, you know, so our vendors do very well here.
Yeah. And you know, a lot of people say, you know, there is so much traffic up here during that festival. But it's mostly the people that's never been up there. That, you know, when you mention that there's 80 to 100,000 people coming to Atlanta, Indiana, you think it. But I tell you what, your police officers and all your people that are helping. To be quite honest, I've never had a problem coming up here, getting a place to park, and walking through the venues and stuff. I mean, it's just a great place to be.
It is. And usually they have, you can find parking off of 296th Street, off of State Road 19. People getting involved, you know, in their different lots around town. You know, people park. So there's plenty of parking.
And up at our clinic up on Highway 19, we're actually not charging for parking, and it will be available to the public throughout the weekend. They can park in the grass area or on the lot if they need to.
Yeah. That's a good location where we are there.
Yeah.
And it's not that bad of a walk down there.
No.
So what else we got, Jennifer? I know you have this list.
I do. Okay, so we have the Bloodmobile that will be here on Saturday. Times are going to be from 10 to 2. That will just be first Saturday. We've also got Good Samaritan Network, you know, with Nancy Chance. We've got barrels that will be set up. We've got QR codes that people can give in that way. So we always appreciate that very much. We have an ATM. You have to have
All right,
an ATM.
all
I mean, come on, you know. So we just got a lot going on. But if you don't care, all that, this is Annie Dixon, and she helps co-organize the festival. And I will let her kind of talk about the entertainment and some of our sponsors.
Sounds great.
So we have our entertainment stage over in Dolly's Park, and it's actually sponsored by our County Commissioner, Mark Hairbrandt. We've got a packed full lineup on Saturday. We start with Branded Bluegrass in the morning, kicking us off with some good old tunes. And then we have the Four Leaf Cloggers following that, and they're with our local 4-H, and they do a clogging show. And then we have Cook and Bell following them. And they're kind of somebody that they work with. His name's Greg Rhodes. He's going to be filling in our gaps. So anytime that there's not a big band performing, he's going to be down on the floor singing his heart out, and he's really entertaining. So definitely check that out. And then we'll have the Remedy Band playing as our final set before our 50th anniversary celebration. And Groove Smash is going to be playing that set, and that's from 7 to 9, and that's followed by the fireworks. And then on Sunday morning we have Worship and Praise with Washed White, and then 45 RPM following that, and they're that British Invasion band. They play a lot of shows around here. They're really good. And then we have a Living Proof band coming to play, and they've been featured downtown, all over the place. They're a great party band, a lot of fun, so don't miss them. Don't forget about our public safety area. It's down on the end of Main Street, and it's all of our local law enforcement, EMS, different organizations looking to really help people out. So if you need something, you can find it down there if you're looking for assistance in any way with your, your lifestyle or anything like that. And that's sponsored by our County Commissioner, Christine Altman.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, we got a lot going on.
Yeah. I have a good story. You will like this because of being the sponsor of the whole thing. The first year that Mark Hairbrandt, I think it was in his first term when he was the sponsor, okay, of the whole thing. And he brings his wife up here, and she's walking around and everything. And Mark told me this. He said she looked at him and said, "Seriously, Mark, your name is everywhere out there." So they do a great job.
Yeah.
You get your money's worth on sponsorship.
Yeah, yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, so we have Woods on Wheels, which is from the DNR. They will actually be in the park on Saturday, and that's kind of an interactive learning about Indiana forestry, so we do have them coming. We've also got Gatewoods. Gatewoods will be here. They've been here for several years,
yes.
on Broadway Street,
Yeah.
so they do great with bringing their farmers market there.
Absolutely,
So, yeah.
absolutely.
And one more thing, we do have the Boy Scouts. They will have an information tent on Main Street. We have special T-shirts made for the 50th anniversary that they will be selling for us. So
Cool.
those are available. Yeah, so we would love for everybody to come out.
Sure.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Any other? We
Well,
got some of our sponsors
we
too.
just we have a lot of
we can go through the
yeah.
sponsors.
Yes.
We have a
Definitely
lot of
sponsors.
people to say thank you
Yes,
to.
yes.
We work with Duke Energy all the time. They're actually helping to sponsor our celebration with the fireworks, and they've been great to us. They just replaced all these lights and made them LED, so everything will be real bright if you're going to be out here in the evening time. And then Endeavor Communications, Fleece and Vandenbrink, Klein Peter Consulting, like Jennifer said, the Good Samaritan Network, we work really closely with them. We have a lot of sponsors that actually have a booth on Broadway Street, so if you're looking for like Unique Home Solutions, Renewal by Anderson, if you need windows, we've got them. Anything like that, they'll be on Broadway Street, you can find them.
You know, the one thing about it, Jennifer, and some of these sponsors, they've been with you for a while. So,
They have.
I mean, you have some
They
new
have.
ones, but you
Yeah.
also have sponsors who've been with you for a long time. And like you said, that as far as good causes, I mean, wonderful that you have Good Samaritan,
Yeah.
because Nancy Chance does
She's
a
great.
wonderful job.
Yes.
And now you have stepping stones that allow the people to realize, some of the things that we have in this county, especially in northern Hamilton
Right.
County.
we started the sponsorship program for the 40th anniversary, so that's been 10 years. So we've kind of built a relationship with all of these ones. And yeah, so each year we do have new ones come on, so we always welcome that, you know, that we do appreciate our sponsors because they help with the entertainment portion of the festival, which is huge for us. So.
Yeah, Jennifer, you know, of all the years I've been up here, it doesn't seem like it's slowing down any. I mean, it's been 50 years, but the last 10 years that I've been coming up here, it seems to be a very good crowd and great entertainment and a great place to bring your family,
It is.
young and old. I mean, you know, you can walk through this thing for this Saturday and Sunday, and there are people of all ages, and there's something to enjoy for everyone.
Yeah. And you know, we do want to thank, like the Hamilton County Sheriff's Department. They do a great job for us, you know, keeping things under control.
Absolutely.
Appreciate the Jackson Fire. So thankful that they are here. And, you know, we've had times when, you know, they've had some different things going on, but they've always taken care of us here. We appreciate that. And as Annie said, the public safety health awareness area, those are important areas for the festival that we've added on through the years, and we appreciate that. And then also even putting the festival on, you know, we're in the office here and working hard, but then also, you know, out there you've got our helpers here in town that, you know, there's just a lot to put a festival on, and it doesn't happen overnight. Like, we actually begin next year's festival, we will begin that in January. So it's just kind of like a year.
Well, I think if anybody would walk through this town today or last week and then come back on Saturday and see what it's like, it would be simply amazed. I mean, you completely, you know, and it's really, it's Atlanta, Indiana today, but on Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be, you're going to have, about 70,000 of your latest friends. Because this town is very, very small. But it's great that you do this, and it's great that everyone participates and comes out. Kind of give the hours again. I don't know whether we covered that or not.
Sure. It's 9 to 6 on Sunday, and then just stick around for the concert because that's 7 to 9, and then it's 9 to 5 on Sunday. And we're actually so full this year that we had to open up kind of another area on Meridian Street for our vendors. So don't forget to walk over there because there's more vendors if you keep going. So.
And Nickel Plate Express will be running.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, they're going to be running. Well, they're going to be running Saturday and Sunday, but we heard that they are completely full, so they're sold out. So so we appreciate
and that's a great little train ride. From, I guess they're going out of Noblesville. Is all of it going out of Noblesville?
Yeah.
Or are they making stops?
No, they're
just be Noblesville up here. So that's simply amazing.
Yes.
I mean, you know, and that shows you that the other part of the county and coming up here up north, and this is a big deal here in Hamilton County and for Central Indiana. Anything else, Jennifer?
I think we're good,
Well,
ladies. I think we've covered this.
Well, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedules because I know you have a lot more to do than just
we
this.
appreciate you doing that. Yeah, thank you
well, we
so
appreciate
much.
doing it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Thank you very much.